city of Edmonton is looking to join Montreal as a sanctuary city for undocumented asylum seekers and illegal refugees to Canada. Edmonton City Council says it wants to allow undocumented asylum seekers and illegal refugees to access local municipal services regardless of their immigration status or situation. A bunch of people with no legal paperwork to identify who and what they are, seeking refuge from the enforcement of Canadian immigration law, will pour into Edmonton. What could possibly go wrong? While Montreal declared itself a sanctuary city in February of 2017, it was supposed to be a purely symbolic gesture on behalf of the city council. It was basically just low-level trolling of President Donald Trump's travel and immigration ban. But real-world virtue signaling has some pretty real-world consequences for all of us. After Montreal declared itself a sanctuary city, it received a flood of undocumented asylum seekers across the Canadian border. Upwards of 3,800 undocumented and illegal immigrants fled across the Canadian border into Quebec in the first 2 weeks of August alone. Montreal's Olympic Stadium has to be used as a refugee camp, Hurricane Katrina style, but it's already full. It's gotten so bad that Calais jungle-style tent cities are now being set up along the Canadian border to deal with the influx of migrants. And the tent cities, while they aren't just confined to Montreal, they're being dumped in towns and cities that didn't vote to be sanctuary cities. Like the border community of Cornwall, Ontario, the mayor of Cornwall, well, he has no idea what's going on, but there are tent cities being erected in his community by the military. His city council did not vote to be a sanctuary city. It's not representative of what his residents want. In fact, his residents are fed up with the noise and the lack of communication from authorities, and they want answers now from the federal government. But that's just the Montreal experience. In the United States, when cities have declared themselves to be sanctuaries, the crime rates then went up. And the inverse is also true. When cities removed their sanctuary city designation, the crime rates dropped. And this has happened consistently across the board. So what kind of irresponsible city council could look and see what's already happening here in Canada and what has been the American experience, and then now decide this is the best thing for an Alberta city already struggling with a downturned economy? It's irresponsible. In fact, I would say it's negligent in City Council's duty to be responsible for the dollars entrusted to them by the tax-paying citizens of Edmonton. Crime will go up. Taxes will also go up to cover the services being consumed by people who are just never going to pay for them. And the problem will undoubtedly spill outside the city of Edmonton's borders into our cute little bedroom communities who didn't sign up for any of this. That's how this works. That's how this always works everywhere it happens. But I guess the good news is that in Edmonton, they have that nice brand new hockey arena downtown to house the guaranteed influx of the people into their city. Edmonton City taxpayers, you have my deepest condolences. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunreed. The mainstream media doesn't like that we talk about immigration and wasted tax dollars, but we're going to keep talking about them anyway. To never miss a story, be sure to subscribe to our Rebel Canada YouTube page.